And here we are in our virtual reality classroom. Welcome to term 1. Welcome to week 1. So here we are. Mrs. Burgess is at home today videoing this, and Miss Atchell will be videoing a few from her home too, or sometimes in the classroom. So look out for us making videos for you. So here we are this week, and Miss Burgess is going to talk about the English and what we have in store for us this week in English. So last term we looked at narratives. Oh, do you remember what a narrative is? Yes, it's a story. Good job. And in the story we looked at the 3 parts: the beginning, the middle and the end. And we used this template or similar templates on lots of stories that we did last term. That's my phone, sorry. So on the templates we talked about the beginning, the middle and the end, and even the assessment you had to write out the beginning and the middle and the end. Well, today I'm going to read a story, and it's a very familiar story for you, and you're going to fill out your own one. Now this, this should be in your booklet. So you'll need to just have a look in your booklet for this template. Mrs. Burgess will read a story and you're going to do the beginning, middle and end. But before we get on to that, we need to talk about the structure of a narrative. So when we looked last term at the structure of a narrative, we talked about the beginning, the middle and the end. Well, this term, we still talk about the beginning and the middle and the end, but we're going to look at other words such as the introduction, the problem and the conclusion. Now in the beginning, which is the introduction, there are important parts that we always have to have when we write a story. Oh, that's right. You're going to be writing stories this term, and we're going to listen to stories. I can't wait to see what you write. But anyway, when we do write, you need to have characters and setting. Very, very important at the beginning of a story to put in our characters and our setting. And in all the stories we read, you will see that they have characters and a setting in the very beginning paragraph. In the middle, a good story always has a problem, such as in Blossom Possum. Well, the problem was that something fell on her head and she had to find the Prime Minister. And not only that, she met by Jingo Dingo. They were problems. And they had to be resolved. So our conclusion always has a resolution. And a resolution means it's the end, and we have to fix up the problem, whatever it was that happened in the story. And of course, in the case of Blossom Possum, she met I See You Emu, who told her not to go into by Jingo Dingo's lair, and they ran back home to a safe place. Problem solved. At the very end though, another little problem happened, which I'm going to read that story for you just to refresh your memories. So there we have it. We have the beginning, middle and end, and now we're going to call them the introduction, the problem and the conclusion. So let's have a look at the story we're going to be reading. And it's one that we read last term. Blossom Possum. So I will do my best to read this story to you. It's very tongue twisty, meaning there are lots and lots of funny words in here. Blossom Possum could not get to sleep. She rubbed her whiskers and climbed down to the forest floor. Suddenly, something fell on Blossom Possum's head. "Ouch!" she cried. "The sky is falling. I must go and tell the Prime Minister." She trotted off down the track, round the back of beyond, up the hill and past the black stump until she bumped into Rocky Cocky. "Where are you going on this fine morning, Blossom Possum?" asked Rocky Cocky. "The sky is falling and I'm off to tell the Prime Minister," said Blossom Possum. "Colour my beak blue. That's risky business if you're not a cockatoo," squawked Rocky Cocky. "You'll need a bodyguard." They trotted and strutted off down the track, round the back of beyond, up the hill, past the black stump, until they bumped into, can you guess? Joanna Goanna. "Where are you off to, Blossom Possum and Rocky Cocky?" asked Joanna Goanna. "The sky is falling and we are off to tell the Prime Minister," they explained. "Well, I'll be a lizard's gizzard," cried Joanna Goanna. "That could be dangerous. I have a first aid certificate. I'd better come along too." They trotted and strutted and marched off down the track, round the back of beyond, up the hill and past the black stump until they bumped into... who is next? Toey Joey. "Where are you three going?" demanded Toey Joey. "The sky is falling and we're off to tell the Prime Minister," they answered. Blossom Possum, Rocky Cocky and Joanna Goanna. "Well, zip my mother's pouch," exclaimed Toey Joey. "I'm coming too, or I'm not a kangaroo." They trotted and strutted and marched and bounced off and down the track, round the back of beyond and up the hill, past the black stump, and they bumped into Abacus Platypus. "Pray tell, good friends, what is the reason for your urgent journey?" inquired Abacus Platypus. "The sky is falling and we're off to tell the Prime Minister," answered Rocky Cocky, Joanna Goanna and Toey Joey. "Before it's too late," added Blossom Possum. "That is serious business. You may need some clever calculations done." "I'd best come along too," offered Abacus Platypus. They trotted and strutted and marched and bounced and shuffled off down the track, round the back of beyond and up the hill, past the black stump, and they bumped into Echo Gecko. "Peace, Possum party people, what's a trip for?" echoed Echo Gecko. "The sky is falling and we're off to tell the Prime Minister," answered Blossom Possum, Rocky Cocky, Joanna Goanna, Toey Joey and Abacus Platypus. There's a lot. Cool quest," Echo Gecko said. "Let me join your emergency conga line and my bush buddies. They trotted and strutted and marched and bounced and shuffled and danced off down the track, round the back of beyond and the hill, and past the black stump, until they bumped into By Jingo Dingo. Oh. "Why the hurry?" Blossom Possum, Rocky Cocky, Joanna Goanna, Toey Joey, Abacus Platypus and Echo Gecko asked By Jingo Dingo. "The sky is falling and we are off to tell the Prime Minister," they replied. Yum, a moving feast," thought By Jingo Dingo. "I know a secret underground passage to Parliament House," he said. "Just follow me." Blossom Possum, Rocky Cocky, Joanna Goanna, Toey Joey, Abacus Platypus and Echo Gecko followed By Jingo Dingo, back past the black stump, over the hill, along the creek and through the bush until they came to By Jingo Dingo's lair. Blossom Possum, Rocky Cocky, Joanna Goanna, Toey Joey, Abacus Platypus and Echo Gecko were about to step inside when... "Stop!" yelled a voice from behind a termite mound. And up jumped I Seen You Emu with his minders, you Butte Bunyip and Didgeridoo Kangaroo. "Don't fall for this treacherous trap," I Seen You Emu cried. "By Jingo Dingo and his family are getting thinner, and they plan to eat you all for their dinner." Oh no. Then you Butte Bunyip stepped on By Jingo's tail and Didgeridoo Kangaroo boxed his ears, while Blossom Possum, Rocky Cocky, Joanna Goanna, Toey Joey, Abacus Platypus and Echo Gecko ran away as fast as they could. There they are. They ran back through the bush, along the creek, over the hill, past the black stump, down another hill, round the back of beyond and up the track until they were safely home at Blossom Possum's tree. They were so relieved to have escaped By Jingo Dingo and his family that they forgot all about the sky falling until something fell on Blossom Possum's head. Oh no. So, there's Blossom Possum, and we read that last term. So you will know what to do. Now, I lost my sheet. Hang on, Mrs. Burgess will be back. Okay. This is the sheet that you're going to do the beginning, middle and end on for Blossom Possum. This sheet can be found inside your work booklet. Now, if you don't have a work booklet and you'd like one, you can pick one up from the school. Otherwise, they are in the learning place where you found this video. In the learning place, you can download this copy, this activity and print it out and bring it to school, or Mum and Dad could take a photo and put it on Class Dojo so that us, myself and Miss Atchell can see it. So that's a good idea too. You can take photos of anything you're doing and put them up to Class Dojo, and we can see what you're up to while you're in your virtual reality classroom. Where is your virtual reality classroom? Mine's in a few places. Today it's here at home, but later for my next video, I'll be at school showing you how to do maths, I think. So that'll be fun. So don't forget, you find us here And tomorrow, Miss Attrell is going to be reading a new story to you for the term and talking about narrative as well. So until I see you again, be good. See how you go with this. Show your parents how amazing you are because you know how to do this. Show them how great you are. And a sentence or two to match the picture at the beginning for the middle, and a part of the story in the middle that the kids really like, and a sentence or two. And at the end, a picture of something that happened at the end and a sentence or two. If they're not too great at doing sentences, a couple of words that match the picture will be fine. Okay, until I see you again, bye.